Thank you for watching this review of the Goddess Power Oracle. This is Rhonda, and I'll be showing you all 52 cards so you can get a feel for whether this deck is for you, and if it is, you'll find a link to purchase it in the description box. I'll also be giving you an overview of the guidebook and reading a sample card interpretation, so stick around to the end because maybe there's a message you're meant to hear today. Let's get started. This deck was created by internationally acclaimed spiritual medium Colette Baron-Reid and artist Jenna Della Grottaglia. Although there is a standard version of this deck, today I'm showing you the Deluxe Keepsake Edition, which has this nice slip cover, which has metallic gold accents on the front, back, and sides. And then there's this beautiful box underneath, covered in art that makes it look like an antique book. The book, or the deck rather, opens from the side with a flap that has a magnetic closure. There's the message inside, which reads, "The mystical, magical, the numinous quality of life is the domain of the fierce and creative feminine aspect of the universe." There is a large guidebook which sits atop the compartment that holds the deck, which is in another separate box. There's a nice red lifting ribbon to pull the box out from the compartment. And inside that box is another lifting ribbon for lifting out the 52 cards, which are, move this all to the side. Here's just a look inside of the cardboard compartment. There's a little graphic, looks like a Celtic tree on the inside. And this is all light, kind of lightweight cardboard inside. Let's move this out of the way. And take a look at the other box inside. So the other box is also sturdy and it has metallic accents. And here's the back. There's a message: magic is everywhere and the goddess will help you claim it. The lifting ribbon pulls the deck out. The cards are nice and thick. The cards are matte on both sides. And the guidebook, which is semi-hardcover, is black and white inside. For a deluxe book, I would have expected the book to be color inside, but you do get a nice large picture of the cards. And I do prefer these deluxe guidebooks because they're so much more accessible, easy to hold open and read, and there seems to be a lot of information about all the cards. But we'll take a closer look at the guidebook after we look at the cards. So now let's go ahead and have a look at each card. Again, this is the back. The cards have a number pretty much in the same place on all the cards in the upper right corner, and then they have the name of the goddess on the bottom and a keyword or phrase about that card's meaning. I will promise you right now that I might not be able to correctly pronounce all the names, but I will do my best. I do wish these cards had phonetic spellings, or at least the guidebook, but I don't think they do. There might be some guidebooks that have some help to pronounce things correctly, but we're dealing with goddesses from throughout the ages and across the globe, so we're dealing with a lot of different languages. But this looks like it says Aine, adaptability; Aphrodite, romantic love; Arianrod, time; Artemis, focus; Really beautiful detail. Athena, knowledge. Colette Baron-Reid does work with this same artist repeatedly. And by the way, I met Colette Baron-Reid once a number of years ago, and I found her to be such a nice person. And when you use a deck, it makes me feel good when I use a deck knowing that she was just a very kind person. I just randomly met her in an elevator, and she was just really complimentary and just full of radiance and life and kindness. So Benzai Jen, beauty. Bronwyn, forgiveness. Bridget, creative spark. Saradwin, potential. Danu, assurance. Demeter, nurturer. These cards are absolutely beautiful, very detailed. Ellen, patterns. Lostra, new beginnings. Now these old world fonts, the first letter can be a little bit tricky sometimes because some of the letters, this might be, this, I thought this was an L, Elstra, but it looks like an E. Epona, wise leadership. Freya, radical acceptance. And I just want to note that when you're looking in the guidebook, at least you will be able to see the proper spelling of that goddess name if the font is a little tricky. So, moving on. Freya, radical acceptance. Gaia, earth. Green Tara, salvation. Vula, healing. Hecate, the in-between. Hera, alliance. Or is that a Sarah? We'll find out. Yeah, some people might not have the trickiness, but yeah, it's a little hard to read that first letter of the real fancy old world font. Hestia, home. Iris, communication. Ishtar, communion. Isis, rebirth. Kali, liberation. Kuan Yin, compassion. Lakshmi, fortune. Lazy, revelation. Lilith, independence. Mahat, truth. Mary, miracles. Mama Kila, the moon. Mama Kocha, water. Maya, illusion. Métis, wisdom. Memnosine, the past. Morrigan, death and magic. Nike, ambition. Nyx, secrets. Oshun, generosity. Parvati, devotion. Persephone, inexperience. Rhea, flow. Saraswati, mastery. Shakti, transformation. Skuld, the future. Sophia, divine wisdom. Spider-Woman, co-creation. Uzume, humor. White Buffalo Woman, reverence. Yi, the sun. And that is the last card. Oh no, I'm sorry, there's one more card. I thought there were 52. 51's an odd card to end on as a number, but this is a beautiful card if it were the last one, but it's not. The sun. Yuki Onna, stillness, and that is card 52, the final card in the deck. And now we are going to take a look at this guidebook, which is very easy to navigate because the table of contents lists each card in alphabetical order with both the numbers on the cards and the page numbers listed. There's an introduction where Colette Baron-Reid discusses how the Goddesses deck came to be, and she's also included messages from 4 of the Goddesses to you, the deck owner. Then there is a section on how to work with the deck, including everything from shuffling and asking questions to several card spreads before we get into the description. So there's card spreads. There's the Simple Guidance Daily 1 card pull, the 3 card Goddess Power Council spread, where, for instance, the first card says, what do I need to know now for my highest good? The second card is, what do I need to do to manifest my highest good? And 3, what could the potential outcome be if I continue on this path? Then there's the special guidance from the goddess Mimnesime, Ozani, I probably butchered that. 4 Jewels of the Goddess spread, Full Moon Illuminating spread, New Moon Intention Activating spread, really in-depth, nice card spreads. And she also encourages you to create your own spreads and layouts to see which ones resonate with you. She's got 300 different spreads that she has used over her 30 years of working as an intuitive, so she encourages you to make your own. And then there's also, I really think this is cool, the course correction card. So sometimes there are readings that indicate that the direction you're heading may be more challenging, so you can pull a course correction card to help you shift whatever the outcome is. So, yes, then she gets right into the cards. And for each card, there's a really nice size picture of the card. And then there's an empowerment message and an alignment message. And we are going to look at the card Mahat, who is an ancient Egyptian goddess. And we're going to put in the book. Okay. Card number 30, Mahat. Again, let's take a look at that card. The empowerment message reads as follows. There is a great power in telling the truth and allowing it to lead you to higher ground. It's only when we refuse to see the reality of a situation that we lose our power to co-create for the highest good. The Egyptian goddess Mahat comes to remind you that if you are willing to do a fearless self-inventory and live authentically with rigorous honesty, it will lead you to great success in all areas of your life. Being completely transparent with others, although it might at first feel too vulnerable, is exactly what you need to do now. When you do this, you will be flooded with the power to claim and experience a new freedom and a new happiness that will pour over your life like a wild, sweet honey. Your life is exactly where it needs to be. This is a wonderful time of empowered choice making. You are doing all the right things if you follow the invitation of Mahat to live fearlessly in truth. As the arbiter of balance and divine order, she reminds you of the great value of this way of being. Next is the alignment message. So it looks like each card description consists of 2 pages, a lot of which is taken up by the reproduction of a card. But let's look at the Mahat alignment message. The law of karma states that everything comes into balance sooner or later, so trust in the greater story of your life. All wrongs will get righted. The goddess Mahat appears with her scales of justice and feather of truth to remind you that you are seeing only one moment in time. The balance of events tips both ways until it comes into coherence with the harmony of the universe. Regardless of this natural rebalancing, it's time to speak up if you see injustice in your world. Mahat says, in order for you to be truly free, everyone must be free. She offers you the alignment task of considering where you may have hurt someone else and how your unconscious projection of how the world should be may have set you up for a transgression, even if you were innocent. This is a time of great unraveling, and nothing meaningful will be accomplished without some effort. Another message for you now is to see behind the words of others, especially when you feel they may be withholding truth or acting without awareness. It's important not to enable this. Tell the truth with as much love as you can, even though denial may be swept away in an awkward moment and everyone feels exposed. It's an important way to move forward with compassion. The goddess Mahat reminds you that she is a champion for those willing to course correct and gives you her full support. Okay, so again, that is the Mahat card. And that is my review of the Goddess Power Oracle. This is the deluxe edition. There is a standard edition, which will have a lower price. I know the prices are always changing on Amazon, but this would be a higher priced item. But if you really like this deck, I think the deluxe edition is worth it to get this nicer guidebook. So that is my review. Follow the links in the description box if you'd like to buy this deck. The standard and the deluxe versions are both there. And if you like this review, please share it with friends and followers. Leave a comment, hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons. And please do check out my other videos. Thank you so much for watching Deck Obsessed. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.